Into tomorrow. It's been a noticeable drop in temperatures compared to the 80s we had out there yesterday. It's mainly down to the south, 64 in Fremont, 60 right now around Norfolk, and our satellite and radar picture showing the increasing cloud cover that's starting to build into the metro with a couple of light scattered showers ongoing for a few of our western counties. As we look outside, you'll notice the clouds starting to thicken up across the Omaha metro. We're going to look ahead to a better chance for maybe a stray shower after 7 p.m. It's going to be quite isolated as we fall into the 50s late tonight around 10 o'clock. We're taking some on and off rain chances for the rest of this week. By far, our best chance will be through the day tomorrow with slight chances that continue all the way through Friday. So let's take a closer look at the hour by hour forecast. For the rest of our Monday evening, we can't rule out a stray shower, especially out to the west of the metro, but really anytime after 7. We'll see the potential for a stray shower into the metro. Chances will pick up in coverage as we get into our Tuesday morning, so it's much more widespread. Showers do remain overall quite light. We may get an isolated, steadier shower off and on through the day on Tuesday, but chances continue pretty much all day. It's not a total washout, but I would keep the umbrella on hand with maybe an afternoon break and returning chances by the evening. Showers could linger into early Wednesday morning. We'll be taking a closer look at some ups and downs in temperature coming along with these rounds of rain. A first alert to that coming up. Jacqueline.
All right, perhaps fall has already arrived. Finally, thanks, Emma.
Outside, today's not a bad day to do it. We have a slight risk of a stray shower as we move through this evening, but for now in the metro, we are totally dry and tracking a better rain chance by tomorrow. It's going to be a cool Tuesday and some off and on windy conditions for the rest of the week, going to bring in some temperature fluctuation. So let's talk about that wind. You'll notice a bit of a breeze. This is coming in from the north today. It's not terrible though. Tomorrow, relatively calm, but then our south wind picks up starting Wednesday, and that's going to give us a temperature boost, starting to warm us back up into the 70s. We could have a few gusts into the mid-20s Wednesday. A little bit windier on Thursday with gusts more persistent into the 30s. That's going to be one of our warmer days, and that south breeze should hold on into Friday before we see another shift over the weekend, bringing in our next round of cooler air. We'll be taking a closer look at some of those ups and downs in the forecast with your 10-day power planner coming up. Jacqueline.
All right, we'll have to pay extra attention to find out how to dress. Thanks, Emily.
Had some ups and downs through the next 10 days. We have a couple days we're going to be dressing for fall weather and a few where you might want to have the short sleeves ready. Tomorrow, the entire day on Tuesday, a mix of the 50s and 60s, 60 into the first half of Wednesday at least. Now, as far as our rain potential goes, it's not going to be a very heavy round for most of us. This is our forecast from tonight all the way through Tuesday, ending midday on Wednesday, and we're only talking about totals that amount to 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. So there will be some spots that are a little bit soggier, but a lot of us don't see a lot of moisture, especially all at once. So it's not going to be a total washout, but it is going to add that cooler kind of gloomy feel to the day tomorrow. Wednesday, 7, breezy south wind brings us a temperature boost. We continue that trend into the end of the work week, a high of 81 on Thursday, and we're in the upper 70s for Friday. Now, we're also keeping a close eye on the forecast, not just locally, but in Minneapolis for the Husker game Friday, 7 p.m. This is what the conditions will be during game time kickoff. Mid-60s, low 60s around halftime. There's going to be a slight chance for a stray shower at some point during the game and likely starting to cool off and dry out by the end of the game. Now, over the weekend, we do start to get some cooler air working in. Highs fall back to the low 70s Saturday. We're likely breezy through Sunday. We should stay near the upper 60s through most of next week with some slight rain chances around next Tuesday and Wednesday. You can stay on top of the forecast by downloading our first alert. You see the clouds filtering into the metro. We'll have chances for showers. Pretty spotty tonight, but a better chance by tomorrow, and for the rest of the week, we're keeping that slight rain chance around until the weekend. So let's go through the hour by hour forecast, especially west of the metro this evening. We'll have a chance for some hit or miss showers. Can't rule out a stray light shower into the metro, but the chance really increases as we get into our Tuesday. It's going to be much more widespread. It's not a total washout, but I would plan on rain off and on through most of the day, even some steadier showers possible, mixing in with the overall light rain. Throughout the afternoon on Tuesday, we may have a couple of breaks in the activity, but we'll bring back a better rain chance by Tuesday evening. That could linger into Wednesday. We're taking a closer look at what to expect to your forecast across the metro tomorrow. It's going to be a cool day, feeling like fall, not much sunshine either. We'll be bracing for a few showers early in the day, starting off at 53 for Omaha, Boys Town, 52 around Elkhorn and Valley. Definitely a start where you want to have the jacket on hand, and you probably want to keep that with you into the afternoon. We're only warming up to a high of 62 out at Epley, and that comes along with a lot of cloud cover and off and on showers that do linger all the way into the evening. So no guarantee for any dry weather through the day tomorrow, although we likely have some breaks between rounds of showers. This will keep us cool across the metro. 62 out at Epley and into Council Bluffs, a high of 61 expected around Gretna. We have some warmth moving back into the forecast, and that does come along with more wind. I'll get you a first alert to that coming up. Brian?
All right, we'll see you in a bit. President Trump.
Some off and on breezy conditions and some showers that present, with chances for showers through pretty much the entire day. We'll keep some of that around on Wednesday. It's going to be a little bit more isolated, and you'll notice a big temperature boost to do with that. Our winds going to provide some ups and downs throughout the week. So as our winds pick up Wednesday afternoon, we'll have a south wind gusting as high as the mid-20s. That'll bring in some warmer air, and it continues into Thursday. It's going to be a little gustier Thursday, with gusts reaching as high as the mid-30s throughout the day. That's going to push us a little closer to the 80s, and we'll stay with that generally south wind through most of the day on Friday. Over the weekend, we'll see that turn, and that will eventually bring in some cooler air for us, gradually starting to work in by Saturday. In the meantime, it's going to be a climb. 77 Wednesday, 81 degrees on Thursday. We're staying in the upper 70s on Friday, and then low 70s making a return as we get into the tail end of the weekend. Now, as we look beyond the scope of the 10-day forecast, although we're starting to trend a little bit cooler than where we've been sitting, this is still above average. We have a warmer than average forecast that takes us almost all the way into the end of October. Average high October 20th through the 26th. That sits around 60 to 63 degrees, and we're going to be sitting above that through the 10-day forecast and likely beyond, with high temperatures next week generally settling into the upper 60s. So we're getting